Hello beautiful blockchain people. Today let's analyze the price chart of Dogecoin that is currently trading at the level of 11 cents point 48, and I want to say that this is the monthly chart. We are very familiar with the price chart of Dogecoin. Let me remind you that earlier last year a solid price increase took place, but in May a long leg Doge formed, and we used to talk about it. This long leg Doge has a very tall upper shadow, and actually it indicated that many people started to exit or started exiting the market and booking profit. And after that, some kind of price correction took place, followed by a consolidation. And let me remind you that most of these candlesticks here within the consolidation, they had local highs or maximums at almost the same level and local lows or minimums at almost the same level. And now I want to remind you that it was in December when we saw the first small bearish candlestick that tried to exit this consolidation range, and since then the bearish pressure has resumed. We have now a sequence of mainly small bearish candlesticks or dodges or spinning tops with descending local highs and to some extent descending local lows. So this confirms the bearish pressure in the monthly chart. Of course, I want to say that we are very close to the middle of the month, so there is enough time till the end of the month. This candlestick, the current candlestick for the month of March, may change, but I would like to indicate that if at the end of the month we have exactly this candlestick, it will just confirm the bearish pressure because this is a candlestick with a local high below the previous ones. But once again, let's wait and see what happens because this candlestick may change. But at the moment, we still have this confirmation of the bearish pressure. Now let's check the weekly chart. Okay, this is the weekly chart, and I want to highlight that since, let's say, we had a local high here, we had a local high here, we had a local high here, and let me remind you something important about this local high that formed in November. Actually, it formed in November in the price chart of many other major cryptocurrencies. We had a long leg Doge here, and since then there has been a sequence mainly of small bearish candlesticks with descending maximums and descending minimums. Of course, at some point of time, there was some kind of consolidation, but it seems that now the bearish pressure has resumed as well, because now we have this mainly small bearish candlesticks with descending local highs and descending local lows. As long as this sequence of mainly small or big or mid-size bearish candlesticks with descending local highs and descending local lows continues, I will remain, let's say, very cautious about buying Dogecoin. Of course, if the situation improves and I see some kind of solid bullish candlestick that surpasses the previous local high or local highs and has a local low above the previous weekly candlesticks, then I will change my mind. But at the moment, I'm really let's say outside the market because we still have this bearish pressure. So this is in the weekly chart. And of course, if we switch to a linear chart, it's obvious that we have some kind of descending local highs and descending local lows. So this is another confirmation of the bearish sentiment. Now let's check the daily chart. Okay, this is the daily chart. We have three moving averages, three key moving averages. The first one is the 30-day moving average, or for the period of 1 month. I would say that since the middle of November, the price has been below this 1 month moving average. So this is a bearish signal. Of course, there has been a couple of attempts here to surpass this moving average, but they turn out to be unsuccessful ones. If we add the 90-day moving average or the 3-month moving average or 1 quarter moving average, we're below this moving average as well. A bearish moving average crossover took place in November, actually at the end of November, when the blue line dropped below the purple line, and we're very familiar with all those signals and we've been talking about it. And of course, if I add the 1-year moving average, or for the period of 360 days, it is obvious that we are also below this moving average. And let me remind you that since the beginning of the bull market, or during the bull market, the price was always above the green line, or the 360 days or 1 year moving average. This is the very first time for the last, let's say, 2 or 3 years when we see the price below the green line. That's why we have to be really very cautious, and I want to remind you that probably the most optimistic scenario in the near future is some kind of broad consolidation, because we are below all these three key moving averages. And I want to say and to remind you once again that we have a bearish distribution of the moving averages. At the bottom is the 30-day moving average, then is the 90-day moving average, then is the 360 days moving average. That's why I'm very cautious. And as long as the price is below these moving averages, I will stay away from the market. This is according to the daily chart. Now let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. And I just want to remind you that we've been following this descending channel or downtrend. So we have a sequence of descending local highs and descending local lows. So this is a downtrend in the 4-hour chart. If we switch to the 1-hour chart, we will see that here we have another sequence of descending local highs and descending local lows. So fellas, it's obvious that in the shorter time frames, we still have this clear bearish pressure and downtrends. Of course, I won't exclude a rebound from the lower line of this descending channel, but it won't change my mind so easily. In order to switch from a bullish to bearish sentiment, I would like to see a clear exit from the descending channel and a sequence of ascending local lows and local highs. For example, something like this. If something like this happens, then I will change my mind and I will say, aha, now the sentiment is changing from a bearish one to a bullish one. It is time to have a look at the heavier time frames to see some kind of bullish signal and confirmation, and then it will be the right time to start looking for some buy signal. At the moment, it looks like that we are far away from this scenario. That's why I will remain outside of the market. So that's it for today, fellas. Thank you for watching this video. Please share your point of view on the price chart of Dogecoin as a comment below. Of course, I wish you a very wonderful day, good and productive week ahead. Good luck in the financial markets, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.